So listen, you were talking about the drinks that you have over there and this like apparatus that you have there. Give us that little demonstration
demo
again.
So this is a cheese curler, and this is a petite Basque cheese from the Basque region of Spain, and it just gives you beautiful little florets of the cheese that you can use to garnish, have fun with, use on a cheese platter. And it's just one example of, besides wonderful, delicious, edible cheese products, no nitrate meats, we also have lines of unique cheese accessories to go with it as well.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about the beverage.
And these are just a couple beverages. I brought some of our most popular ones from the beverage bar, which we have everything from juices. This is our Vitality juice, so it's beets, ginger, lemon, and carrot. It is one of my favorites too. It's really good. And this is our Green Paradise, which is a smoothie as opposed to a juice. So these are all frozen items that go into these. And then we have a specialty coffee as well. We carry the Counterculture line of coffee, and they're a sustainably sourced, really great company based out of New York that we've brought in about a year and a half now.
And everybody's trained to use that.
Yes,
your
and we actually have pretty extensive training that goes into all of our baristas, learning about the coffee, about the products that we have, and specific recipes for each drink.
I think the thing I want to leave the audience with too, Carmen, is like in John's introduction, right? I mean, this is a natural foods product, organic store, so everything that you are eating in the Provender, from where you're starting in the cheese department to what it is that you get at the counter, in the grab and go, into beverage, everything that you're eating there is quote unquote healthy for you, because I listened to you with some of the ingredients and I watched Kerry kind of like uncontrollably shake her head when you mentioned that last thing. What did you say you had in there?
The Vitality, carrots, beets, ginger, lemon.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
And it really is, we vet our products, we read ingredient labels, we talk to the farmers and everyone, the distributors are getting our stuff from. So the produce we're using in the prepared foods department is the same produce that they're selling in the produce department. And all the meat that we're using in the prepared foods is the same meat that they're selling in the meat department. That is local, humanely raised, and things like that. So it really is a high quality.
All right, I want to get back to John and that, John, when after Kerry's done with her little produce display here, I wanted to get back to you and sort of like educate the audience a little bit about the whole cycle, that whole, from the farm, it's part of a whole food cycle that you're dealing with there. All right, Kerry, so here we are. We are now, for the audience's benefit, we are now in the produce department, of which Kerry is the manager.
Yeah.
So Kerry?
So I brought some fun stuff here as well, some specialty things that we carry. We have here some watermelon radishes, which are one of my favorite things that we have over there. I'm addicted to them. Romanesco cauliflower, some Buddha's hand, or citron it's also called. And we also do a whole line of our own cut produce. We have like stir-fry mixes, we cut butternut, spiralized squash. We cut those things daily. So it's a thing that we're going to be expanding as well.
These are beautiful. I'm not sure
I'm not
if
sure
it's
you
layer,
can see them.
but this is actually spiralized zucchini, which is very popular right now. And we spiralize what other?
What does that mean, John? Spiralized means?
Well, we have a special little tool, and they come out in these long swirls.
So you can use it instead of pasta. You can have it, like you can cook it really quick, or you can also eat it just raw. So it's delicious. Nice.
Listen, Kerry, what was this thing again?
This one?
Yeah.
This is Romanesco cauliflower. It is, it's all fractally and interesting. Like you said, it looked like a sea vegetable. That,
it did.
It's very similar to cauliflower. It just looks a lot different.
Yep. You know, one of the things I want the audience to, and Kerry, you can comment on it. One of the things that I want, we can drop this just a little bit. One of the things that I wanted to comment on is that when the audience, the viewing audience listens to Kerry talk, when the customer goes into New Morning, one of the things that impressed me the most, given my business background, when I first met John, is I indicated to him that usually in most businesses that you walk into, what you see in the front office area, the reception area, John, there's a little sign up there and it says mission or vision, right? And somebody reads it, somebody doesn't read it, they make it up, etc. New Morning is a place where they actually live their mission. And if you listen to Kerry talk, I want you to simulate something for me here, Kerry, because part of the mission is when I walk into the produce department and I want to buy something from you, there's a knowledgeable buyer who would look at something like that and know what it is. And then there's me, Kerry, where I would walk in there and say to you, what's that, Kerry?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So you got, for an oversimplification purpose, you got two of them. But one of the things that New Morning does is they educate their customers.
Yep.
So I wanted to simulate something, Kerry, because usually I've seen it happen in New Morning that I might come into the produce department or another department there, and I might look at something like that and ask that what it is. And you may get me into a conversation, what do you eat, what do you do, et cetera,
Yeah.
and actually educate me in the process. Bring us through an example of that, Kerry.
Well, it happens almost every day. Like, people come in and they're like, what is this? And it's bok choy, and well, what do you do with bok choy? Well, you can stir fry it, you can, use it raw. There's all different things you can do with it. And, we kind of ask them the same kind of questions like, well, are you vegetarian? Do you eat meat? Because then you can give them different options for different recipes and things like that. Or, the citron that comes up a lot with this one, well, what is this?
But it's also true, Kerry, that if I wanted to buy something, after you talked to me and you found out I was a this or that
Yep.
or this or that, you would literally say to me, wait, I'm not so sure that I recommend that particular thing to you. Maybe you ought to be doing something over there. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah, definitely. Or if they're looking for an item that we don't have, then we can definitely steer them into the right direction for, oh, you can substitute this. We can't find, because because our produce is organic, there's some things that we can only get seasonally, so, we can definitely steer
Kerry,
them into
I mean, knowing you as I do, you have a relationship with not only the customers that come into produce, but you also have a lot of different farm relationships,
Yes,
right?
yep,
Tell us a little bit about
definitely.
that. Local farmers.
Oh
Kerry.
yeah, and they're really local farmers as well.
Really local.
They're really actually local. We know them. We go to their farms. We visit them. We vet the farms as well to make sure that they are growing everything organically. So there's farms that we've been dealing with that John started dealing with before I started working here. He's been dealing with for like 20
Okay, so that's
years.
important, I mean, to the audience, because just like Carmen said before, she vetted her vendors and suppliers. You literally vet the farmer.
Yeah, definitely. I need to make sure that they're growing things organically.
And if
that
they're not, Kerry?
then we don't carry their product.